watching that. I was watching that episode of SVU where those kids. There was the dude's stepdad had a fight club where he used to make that he was making the kids fight, and it resulted in one of the boys. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, okay? All right. I had to turn that off in order for me to see. And in the episode, he was making the boys fight, and I bring that up because I remember as a kid, my uncles and them used to make us fight, man. And I just always hated fighting. I just always I didn't like violence. You know, I was I'm not going to say sensitive kid, but I just didn't like. I didn't like it. I didn't like hurting people. You know, and I remember one specific time of just like really wanting, so like my grandmother, because like we didn't have like it was just different, but like we was raised by my grandmother, and so I make mention of that because like she ran the house and then ran things, you know. So and I just remember just always like clinging to her and just trying to stay close to her because I just knew like around her like I would be safe, because being different as they would consider, you know, different. I was a boy who I just didn't like fighting, you know what I mean? So, and I didn't like violence, and so I remember one specific time when we were fighting, and I had to fight my brother, my older brother. That's right before me. And I guess I was getting the best of him. And I remember he got so mad one time that he grabbed a pencil, a number 2 yellow pencil, and he stabbed me in the face with it. Oh. And I just remember it just hanging, like just in there, you know what I mean? And I just remember just like crying out for my grandmother to come down, to just like to just somehow like alert her or get her attention, because I knew that when she was there, like it'd calm everything down, you know, or we would be like forced to fight, but if it wasn't that, you know, I remember one time it was just violent. It was just like we had to fight like animals. We had to always fight, you know. And it was just hard, man. It was just hard because when it wasn't that, you know, having uncles in the game, you know, those who know what I mean by that. It was just something always going on. So we was able to see both sides of the epidemic of the 80s, you know, the dealers and the users, you know, and so there was just always chaos. There was just always insanity going on in our household, unfortunately, and so being forced to entertain in that manner and just always fighting, you know, and even today it's just like you just see some fighting, man. Like you get tired. Like people don't understand that when you say like you don't want to be around that when that's all you've known. And so I create this platform for people who have survived that, who has been through that, to let them know that there is life after that there is life beyond the insanity and chaos of that life, that world, you know. And so you cherish your peace of mind. You cherish your solitude. You know what I mean? So that's life after that. So embrace your peace. embrace you and finding out who you are. Because the flip side to that too is just you just become this. You're forced to become this character, or you forced to like hide certain parts of yourself, or you're forced to not stand out. You're afraid to be who you are. You become afraid of. It's a big ass field, right? A big ass right in the middle of the street. And so I remember them too. I remember them rats being all in the house and just and to the stage just hating the rodents. That was a big ass rat, big ass field rat. You know, that is so disgusting though. And yeah, so just the healing, man. So you have to know what you're healing from. Like what I was saying earlier. You know, all of that insanity, all of that madness. Hide nothing back, hold nothing back, because those things that we hold on within our subconscious could be the very same thing that could be holding us back from our manifestations, holding us back from that life that we've always wanted. You know, those things, and seeing them for what they are, seeing them as they are. And so I know today that even that situation that I just shared with y'all, even those things although they happened to you, okay, it had nothing, the reason for those of us who need a reason of why, that the answers to those questions of why, it had nothing to do with you. It literally had nothing to do with you. Although you was the one that experienced it, although you was the one that went through that, the people involved, okay, have their own issues, their own sicknesses, their own insecurities that had nothing to do with you. And so you get to a point of acceptance, and then you move from acceptance to letting go by forgiving those people, because they do not what they do. When you look back further back enough, you can understand that those very same things could have happened to them, and not overlook, like not excusing that. What I'm saying is this, is that when we look at it from all angles, y'all, that we have every single right to live that life that we were placed here and placed in position to live. And nobody, not then and not now, nobody has the right to tell you what life you can and cannot have, man. And so those things, those scars, those emotional things, right, that has held us in bondage and held us in hostage, can no longer have the power that it has to keep you paralyzed, to keep you stuck, to keep you in a place that is no longer serving, no longer beneficial to you. And that's the point of why we must create this community of healing. It's time for us to heal. It's time for us to live. It's time for us to receive. It's time for us to manifest. It's time for us to step into our full glory, our full power, our full purpose. That gift that you hold within you is a gift that the world needs. That gift, if you're an artist, if you're a songwriter, if you're a singer, if you're a poet, if you are a scientist, if you are an attorney, whatever your gift may be, your passion may be, the world needs it, and we need not to allow those things to have so much power to where it blocks you. It blocks your focus. It hinders you from bringing forth that gift, y'all.